back to another video. Now in today's tutorial I'm going to be teaching you guys how you can install another control panel. This time I'm doing McMyAdmin 2 on your machine or another server. So in this case I'm going to be doing it on my home server. So yeah, welcome to the video. So first of all we want to head over to the domain McMyAdmin.com. Before we get started, McMyAdmin is a little different to Multicraft. I don't think you can do FTP with it yet, but it's a good panel if you want to get used to server hosting, and it's very easy and a lot easier to set up and use compared to Multicraft itself. So if you're struggling with Multicraft or having issues with it, this is the alternate for you. So first we want to click on this big green button here and click download. It will warn you saying that it requires Vista or Server 2008. Windows XP and Server 2003 are no longer supported, so make sure you have those requirements. This is Server 2008, so I'm just lucky. So then the next part we're going to do is select your platform. So I'm going to be doing Windows because it's Windows Server I'm running. And let's go download. Then it's going to give you this little installer here. So not like a lot of files, just an installer, which is a lot helpful. So you go double click on that and run it. Wait for that to load. It should bring a new window. Here we go. So thanks for downloading McMyAdmin 2. This is going to guide you through the setup. So it's going to hit next. Agree. Well, I doubt you'll probably read any of this. I'm just going to hit that tick box, click next. Now the next part is what you need. So if any of these requirements are wrong, so you might still be able to skip through it, but if not, I think the ones it won't allow you to continue with is either if you don't have the right Java version, disk space, or RAM. I think it will probably say if you've got a 32-bit system, it will probably say that you can't run it, but you can because I've run it on a home 32-bit machine before, so don't worry about that, and it just runs fine. So can you continue with that? Next is where you want to install it. So for this tutorial, I'm just going to install it onto the desktop. So I'm going to make a new folder called McMyAdmin. You don't have to do this. You can just carry on with and allow it to choose the directory path for you, but I'm just going to do it on the desktop for this tutorial. So let's install it there. Hit next. There you go. It's going to download some files. There you go. All extracted. Done. This McMyAdmin does also have an app, which is very good. So next is admin password. So this is the password which you want to use for the login. So I'm just going to set a password. Say let's go do 12345. 12345. License key, if you have bought it from the website, which I've bought it, but I'm not going to put my license key in there because I don't want to use my license key, of course. You can put it in there, but failing that, if you haven't got one, just continue next. Oh, sorry, it must be 7 characters. Okay, just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You don't have to do this password, by the way. Obviously, put in your own password. Make sure it's 7 characters long. Is that going to work now? Yeah, it might one of those weak. Now, next is the port. So the IP address I want this machine to run on is my machine's IP. You can find out what your machine's IP is just by going to start, going to command prompt and typing in ipconfig with no spaces, and just look for the IP, which is similar to mine. Obviously, it'll either be 0.0 point number and then a number, or it'll be 0.1 and then a number, but mine's 0.1.68. So now the web server port is what you want it to run on. So I'm currently using 8080, so I'm going to put it on 8084 this time, which I'm not hopefully I've got anything running on there, which I don't think I have. Installing McMyAdmin as a service allows it to run without anyone being logged into the machine. So basically, what that's telling you is if you literally just turn your machine on and you haven't even logged in or running anything, it will run without even having to launch it. But if you don't want it to run by itself, then do not tick that box. So I'm not going to tick that. And then obviously you can have start and boot if you want it to. If you want it to start as soon as you turn the machine on. So that's a really good option if you guys, because I know you guys have also said, oh, can I run this without my computer being on? It's like, obviously, well, no, because if the machine isn't on, it's not going to run. But it saves you guys a lot of hassle. So yeah, yeah, and then here you go, start McMyAdmin with start. So it's going to run this little module now. That's just going to download and install all the files, and it's going to recognize what machine and stuff you're running. So I'm running Windows 2008 R2 Enterprise, as you can see here. So it's going to wait for this to download. It's obviously going to download the Minecraft server as well. Launching the web browser, it might say they need to restart it, but if it doesn't, There you go. So I didn't even do anything then. It launches the browser for you on the port, as you can see. McMyAdmin Minecraft server. And here you are. So you get this login screen. Now, the username, I believe, it should be here. I think it's just admin. Doesn't say that. Okay, so let's just try admin. I believe it's admin. And then the password which you set, and mine was just 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Log in. That's just gonna. Yeah, there we go. Oh wait. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so it's gonna give you a little welcome message, and then it might come up saying that your password needs changing. So you can change it if you want to, but it's your choice. So this is the panel now. So I'm currently connected on a local host machine. I'll show you in a second how to do it from another machine. So this is how it works. It's similar to Multicraft. You've got your little module and your little server log, similar to Multicraft. You can start your server. If you go to console, you've got your console screen. Users and groups. This is where if you want to create users for the server. I'm not too sure how this works. It is a bit strange. That's the only thing which I've not been a little bit unsure about is users and groups, but I'm pretty sure of everything else. Schedule. This is where you can make it run commands, or if you want it to say something in the chat to players, or run a custom command every so often. So you can do every minute, hour, per day when an event occurs. So say if like an event occurs and then let's say a user leaves the game, you can make it so it broadcasts a message saying so and so has left the game, whatever you want. So yeah, it's quite cool. Next is backups. You can make it automatically backup stuff if you want to using this schedule, as you can see somewhere, which they haven't got it. Okay, so if you want to set a backup or make it backup automatically, you can just go to say if I want to do it every hour, I'll change that to every hour and then choose how many hours. So I want it to do it every 1 hour, and then you can see here backup selected worlds, and then obviously the worlds would be whatever you got in setting backups. So that's quite cool. The thing I also like about these backups on here compared to Multicraft is that one, obviously you can set it to backup. I'm not sure if you can on Multicraft every so often, but you might be able to, correct me if I'm wrong. But on here you can actually choose if you want to restore plugins. You can choose if you want to restore permissions, and you can also down here when you create a backup, you can make it so it obviously includes what files you want the backups to include, which is very cool. So file manager, which obviously is, I think it's quite new. This actually, yeah. I haven't seen. So this I haven't seen this. This is new. I haven't used this for a while. So obviously they have now implemented a little bit of FTP, but it's only a web file manager. It's not FTP, of course. So you can drag and drop files to upload to your server, and you can click on them to download them. Which I think, yeah, as you can see there, downloading file. I've now got that file. It'll start downloading. So yeah, that's quite cool. Configuration. This is similar to Multicraft. You can choose all your settings, of course, and this just changes the server's configuration files. Server settings, maximum players, world type. Now, because we haven't got if you haven't got a license for this, you can only have one server up to 10 players. Now, that's the downside to this McMyAdmin. You can only run one server at a time. It doesn't run multiple servers like Multicraft can. That's the only reason I went with Multicraft, because I have quite a few servers, like one for Tekkit, one for Minecraft. I also host some servers for friends. Sometimes they pay me for it, but so and so. So yeah. Next is world management. You can scan for new worlds if you want to change your world. You can make a little welcome message, so when someone joins the server, without having to have any plugins, it will automatically broadcast a message or send them a private message using that command there, saying welcome to the server, blah, 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 whatever you want to say. Plugins, obviously you know what these plugins are. You can install plugins similar to Multicraft as well. Manage plugins. Now, I don't know what this is. This plugin is automatically installed by McMyAdmin itself. I'm not sure what it's for, but I think as you can see there, it's just a compatibility plugin. I think it's just to make it a bit more responsive with the server. Preferences. Now, this one thing which I do like about this is, I know you can do it in Multicraft, but you have to code it. But in here, you can change the color just by clicking it. As you can see there, it just slightly fades in. Theme. I like to go light because it can be quite bright. And also you can choose your colours as well: red, yellow, green, yellow, green, red, etc. So yeah, go into about. It tells you what version of Multicraft you are on. I'm on a personal edition because obviously I've got a key. If you want to set a license, you can also put the license in here, I believe. Yep, up in here. Just you literally just go onto their site, purchase whatever license you want, paste it in there, and click add license. And you can also do remote assistance. So if you want someone to connect to the server, you can start as a host or guest. So I'm not sure how this works, but I've already done the video on that anyway. So yeah, guys, so that's how to access the panel and control it from the local machine. Now, if you're accessing it from another machine in your home, which you probably will be, I'll be showing you now. So you want to make sure you have your machine's IP. I told you how to do this before. You just go to Start and go into Command Prompt, and then typing ipconfig, and then just look for the IP, which is under IPv4. Now, sorry, my voice is going a little bit as well. This is my machine's IP, of course. So I'm just going to copy that now. This is remote desktop, so I'm on my actual machine. I did update to Windows 8.1 a few days ago from 8, so I've lost quite a few files, but oh well. So you're going to Control V and paste your IP in now. If we go back to the web on the Chrome on here, the panel, you can see that we had it on port 8084. So we're going to right click this and add that port in. Because if I just type in a machine's IP, it's probably just going to take me to zPanel, which it does. So if I go to here now and type in colon and then 8084, as you can see, we're now on the panel. So the login details again, we're admin, and then whatever password you chose to set. So I set as 1234567. Your password's too weak, so yeah, I told you that it'll probably ask you to change your password. Then just change it, and then that's it, you have access to your panel. So that's how to set up McMyAdmin. It's that easy, and also that's how to access from another machine. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hit that subscribe button if it helps you guys. If you need any help or anything, if you're having any issues with the panel, just fire a comment below.
What's your vision?